I was told by the Hall of Fame committee that when I give my speech, don't talk any more than 10 minutes. The Hall of Famers say 20 minutes. Yogi Berra told me a couple of weeks ago, he said, if you talk more than 15 minutes, I'm going to get up and walk off the stage. So I keep that in mind because it's really going to be quite the experience for me. See, I got my start here. I owe Coach Paul Como, Southwest High School, a lot. And as I touched on earlier, for me, my career, I got hurt here playing high school football. Nobody was interested. None of the local colleges. And probably because I had a very distracted knee brace on. But I can remember my grandmother said, anything you want to achieve in life is possible. So believe in yourself. Surround yourself with individuals who will pat you on the back when it's warranted, kick you in your rear end if that was necessary. But most of all, have your best interest. And that's what I tried to do along my course. It was very painful for me. My wife, Vanessa, probably one of my worst critics. She used to always criticize me swinging at the slider in the dirt. Why do you swing at that pitch? Well, I tell her, well, you get the bat and you hit it. You But she was also my biggest supporter. She was my physical therapist behind the scenes, and you know, she was just there to encourage me. It was a very painful, don't get me wrong, it was a painful 21 years of professional baseball. I went through 12 knee operations. I almost quit at the end of my 4th year because I had a fractured kneecap. And she encouraged me, hang in there, hang in there. In a year or two, everything will be fine. I owe a great deal to my wife for 31 years because she has truly been my backbone. I'm not going to be too long. It's been, you know, quite the evening. I never met any paella that I didn't like. Thanks for whoever's idea that was on the menu. But in closing, I'd just like to say, you know, this is quite the experience. And as I was told, it was going to be quite the ride. From September, it'll all be worth it. Let's hope when all of this is said and done, I'll still have a job with the Florida Marlins. You know, it's very demanding of your time. It's a good thing. It's tiresome, but it's a good tired feeling. I go to bed a lot earlier now, for some reason. But I think about the Hall of Fame, what it means. When I visited the Hall of Fame for the first time, I was in awe of the members in the Hall of Fame, the records, the history, the things that have been accomplished. And I can only just, you know, say wow. And now to be immortalized with the greats to ever play the game. To be able to sit alongside Tony Perez and say, hey, we're brothers now. It's a wonderful feeling. And Tony always told me, he said, Hawk, just be patient. See, there's a system involved. You're going to get in. You don't want to say anything to disgruntle the writers or make the writers disgruntled. It's going to happen. And he was one of the very first ones to call me when the announcement was made. It's quite the emotional experience for me and my family. My wife and my daughter probably took it harder than anyone. And when we got that call, I was mum, I was relieved, I was overjoyed. The only thing I could really think of at that time was my mother and my grandmother. Baseball, I didn't reflect on the years past, what had happened during the course of my career. I just said I wish my mom and my grandmother could be here to share this moment, because it would have been oh so special for them. And now I look at the culmination of everything and how it's transpired, how it's all come together. And the only thing I can say is my grandmother always told me that believe in your God-given ability, set goals, strive in a direction that you can control, and in the end you will be rewarded. My grandmother never lied to me. And as I stand here, I really feel that she's looking down, both her and my mom, and they're ever so happy that a scrawny little kid that grew up breaking people's broomsticks, hitting rocks, is now a Hall of Famer. I'd just like to say, Southwest, part of the fight song was "We Love You." I love you, Southwest. Always will, always have. Thank you very much for this prestigious honor. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you very much.